Well, hello. Looks like it's Thursday. So how's everybody doing today? Let me wait a minute. Somebody left the lights on here. Let me get the lights turned back off. Oh my goodness. Here we go. There we go. So welcome to another Thursday where we get to take a look at some channels out here. How is everybody doing? Reap what you sow, headed to the garden. Duncan 1900, hello, hello. Highland Homestead, Thomas Farm, Okie. Mama Z, Samson Farms, hi Nathan. The Prepared Christian. Who else we got in here? What?
Is the bot not working?
I don't know that it's gotten started here yet. I'm waiting to see if it's here.
Somebody tried it. Come on.
Dum. It's locked down. Is everybody locked down? Pretty much everybody, I suppose. The link is in the description, and Sherry has been putting it up, and it doesn't look like our bot is working. Let me just take a quick peek here. Well, there it is. It should be working now, folks. Exclamation point, wheel, and there it is. The Stream Elements bot link to form. Did I say farm or is it form? Farm. All right. Here's what you see on the screen in front of you here is some of the things we look at when we take a peek at your channel. Couple things to take note of. If you do absolutely nothing with your channel, that's fine. You're still out there. You're still a participant in the wonderful world of YouTube. However, what we talk about here today is we talk about things that just makes your channel presentation to other folks a little bit more enhanced. Some various do's and don'ts and things to show that you care about your channel. And some of those things include things like the channel name. If your name is Sue Smith and you have your channel as Sue Smith, that is not a good idea. There's probably 100 Sue Smith channels out there, or any other quote-unquote common name. And even if you think your name is not so common, it may be common enough somebody else has it. So channel name is a big thing. Another big thing about the channel name is if you have it very, very long, it makes it inconvenient for somebody to try to type it all in. If you have it spelled funny, if you have a variant on the lettering, or if you have your spacing different, anything like that, where the ideal thing is if you told somebody, especially now with social distancing, you have to holler across the room and tell them what your channel is. They need to be able to just hear it and be able to go type it in to look it up and find you and subscribe to you and bestow all their pleasantness on you. So you have to be able to have it simple. We also look at channel art. Channel art includes things such as the banner and the icon. We take a peek at the channel description. Channel description is a big thing. That's where you get to tell people about your channel, about who you are, what they can expect to see there, what are they looking at? Is description about you and your channel. We feel it is extremely important to have your email in there. The email is the way other creators can get a hold of you as well as other individuals. That is not something that should be put in plain text in the description. There's a spot for it. And if you have other social media links, there's a spot for those to be inserted as well. However, you're responsible in putting those in there to make them state where they're going so that people are not afraid to click on them. Take a look at, you have any playlists. We talk about some of the do's and don'ts. For example, you don't want to have your liked videos public. There's a default container out there called liked videos that every time you give a thumbs up to a channel, it inserts that video into your liked videos playlist. And if you have that sitting out there, then you, depending upon how active you are, you may have, over time, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 videos in this liked video folder that it just doesn't need to be there. Besides, nobody needs to know who you liked and who you didn't like. So that's something that should be made private. Another thing about the playlist is, are you promoting other people's channels, or are you promoting your own? If they're on your channel, if you got the people to your channel, you don't want to send them away. You want to keep them there. We'll also take a look at your thumbnails on your playlist. Are they easy to recognize? Have you done something special that a lot of folks can copy and use? Your techniques. Everybody can learn from everybody else. So are they high resolution? Have you put text all over the thumbnail so you can't see the thumbnail? Are they too busy? Are they not presented well? Are they cut off or half baked or half there? Do you have a channel trailer? And I have a 4x8 trailer out here for sale if anybody would like to purchase one. Just saying. A channel trailer. That's YouTube has presented a place for that to be displayed to anybody coming to your channel that is not a member of your channel. And it just automatically plays as soon as they land on your channel homepage. There's also a featured video location. That's where you can have a featured video for people that are members of your channel. It's a prominently placed video that you're featuring, if you would. That's what I call a featured video. And these are all different things that we quickly look at here. Having said all of that stuff, are you guys ready to get a couple channels up here and get going? What I'd like to do is I'd like to go kind of quickly to the channel, see how many we can get through. You need a hay trailer, Duncan 1900, okay? If anybody has any questions, please type them in the chat. If you would, use all caps. This makes it easier for for Sherry to spot it and throw something at me, and we'll try to get things looked at. Oh, it should go without mentioning here, we are not a sub for sub channel. So if you are engaging in those type of actions in the chat, it will be deleted. If it continues, you will be removed. We don't promote sub to sub here. You are fully encouraged to go visit everybody you see in the channel here and to talk back and forth and to say hello and how are you and all that. Just you don't need any of this, hey, gotcha, or sub me, I'll sub you. We just don't do that. Number one, it's against YouTube guidelines, and we just don't need it here. Way too many great folks out there. So let's, without wasting any more time, let's get the wheel over here and give it a spin. Are you guys able to hear me okay? Just double checking. Everything looks okay on this end. Farming our backyard. All right. So farming our backyard. Let's see how easy they are to find. Farming our backyard. Easy to find. 551 subscribers, 170 videos. Very, very cute logo you have here. I like that. Farming our backyard, sharing our experiences with you through videos published weekly. Oh, I'm being told because I forgot. Why are you not working? Aha! All right. OBS actually got an update, and it was just installed today. So maybe there's something not quite set into place here at the moment. So Sherry will let me know if this doesn't change. But here we go. Farming our backyard. I already mentioned they've got a real cute little logo there. Nice looking banner. Sharing our experiences with you through videos published weekly. There is no trailer here. They're fresh out of trailers. So that's something you should certainly consider doing. A trailer is a short video, 30 seconds to 3 minutes, shouldn't be over 3 minutes in length, that will play right here as soon as somebody lands on your homepage and they are not subscribed to you. Now, if you're looking at the screen up here now and it says that I'm not subscribed, well, that's quite true because I come and look at your pages not signed in. I can pretty much assure you that Sherry's sitting over here, and if we're not subscribed to somebody, she's clicking that little red button there. So let's go look at the About page, see what the description has to say, and it's looking very good here. We are farming our backyard. As our name suggests, we share our adventures as we farm our 100-acre backyard in Northwest Ohio. Our main focus for our videos is gardening, raising chickens, and registered Angus cattle. Our garden mostly consists of raised bed, but we do some in-ground gardening. We expand our garden every year, trying different techniques all the time. Our chickens are pasture-raised mostly, but sometimes they end up in our garden, in which case they're vegetable raised, or okay. A herd of Angus cow calf pairs are rotational grazed as much of the year as possible. So now you do not have your email address back here. Wait a minute, I'll take that back. YouTube changed this because I'm not signed in. The only way I can get to even see if you have your email address here is if I do sign in. I'm going to make the assumption it is there, which is where it should be. Your links, and you have the description going to Instagram and Facebook, all nicely done. Jump back and see if you have any playlists, and you've got some playlists. Wow. So let's just open up a couple of these, and let's find out if you remembered to put a description. And you did. Very, very important you put a description on your playlist. It's every bit as important there as it is on every video you create. So kudos to that. You have chickens here. This one also has a very, very short description, but it has a description. All right, nicely done. So we'll go back and glance at the videos here. Let me scroll down. We'll get the last 18 thumbnails on the screen here. And let's just stop, take a moment, and you look at it and you tell me which one of these catches your eye, which one draws your eye to it, because that's what that thumbnail does. That picture is the first thing your eyeball sees, and then you focus in on it, and then you drop down and look at the title, at which point, if those two register highly on your curious meter, you then click it and watch it. So some things that help to engage that are things like close-up, good facial expressions, a center-focused item, something that will draw pictures, the Canon camera being filling up the entire thing here. This one is maybe just back a little bit further than what I would think it should be. And this one down here, the getting it done slowly but surely, that's just, it's small enough that I'm betting on a phone you're not going to see it. So if you had that, if you had it zoomed in, well, it's going to be hard to zoom it in much more. But that's just tough. But that's something you have to consider. You have to consider, what is this going to look like on a handheld device, because so many people do watch YouTube videos on their phones. Overall, I like very much what I see here. And as we go through this tonight, I'm sure we are going to run across some folks that are doing their video thumbnails where they have an identifier on them. I don't see any of that here, but you'll find some folks that have a like identifier on every one of their thumbnails. You can instantly tell where they came from. Okay, and I just scroll down here a little bit more, because I can see here that you've made some changes. These are some of your older ones. And I think you have made some changes for the better by not putting so much text on them. These are just looking busy and hard to read and hard to see. So I think you have stepped up on your thumbnails. That's my opinion. Jump back, look at your home page again here. And you have a playlist, vlog, starting out with, and a gardening playlist, cattle playlist, chickens, greenhouse build. Nicely done. I think you can put some more in here. Oh, and here's a Here's a little extra thing. I noticed that you do some live streams. And YouTube has modified their live streams again. So it used to be that you could go in and if you created a thumbnail, a stream, if you created a stream even though you're not live yet, you could do it in advance so that it would show up for people to go look at well in advance. That if you did that, there was a setting where you could have it displayed on your page 12 hours in advance, a day in advance, a week in advance, or whatever that would be. You could no longer get to that setting. So what they have done is they have actually created a container that you can put on your page that says upcoming live streams. And you need to go do that if you live stream in that fashion. That doesn't apply to just the impromptu jumping on the live stream where you just pick up the phone and go live now. But that's if you have a stream planned out ahead of time, like what we do for here tonight. This we actually had this stream published and waiting for people to notice it. It was actually last night, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock, something like that. So, nicely done. Farming our backyard. You got any questions as to anything we talked about? And if not, let me go ahead and bring the wheel back up here. All right. All right, Patty Goes Racing. Patty Goes Racing, are you here?
I'm not in the participant list and I can't bring them up.
Patty Goes Racing. Patty Goes Racing. Calling out, are you here? Are you hiding in the background somewhere? 435 subscribers, 507 videos. But if
No, I don't think they are either.
But if we don't see you, we're going to go on. Appears not to be here. All right, let's go draw another name.
Maybe she fell off the horse.
Okay. We're internet friends. Okay, we're internet friends. Let's go find this.
Oh, they just said hello. Patty Goes Racing.
Patty Goes Racing just said hello?
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll continue with them, and then we'll go to We're Internet Friends. Thank you for jumping in here. All right, Patty Goes Racing. Well, I had the sound turned on this other computer, and I didn't realize it. Because they have a trailer. So they have a trailer in here, or they have a video that they have placed in here in the trailer position. It's 7.5 minutes in length, which is a bit long. And it's titled Loading the Egg into the Incubator. So I just have an idea. This is probably not the best trailer. When you think of trailer, think of a short video, a short clip, 30 seconds to no more than 3 minutes in length, that entices somebody to see what you have to offer. Think of the movie trailers for a new movie coming out. So, Patty Goes Racing. I wonder which one of these is Patty up here, these three ducks. Don't know. All right. Cute looking banner. However, the signage is gone. I don't know if the ducks tore it down or what, but the signage is gone. And this is your billboard. This is your place to put out there your name, perhaps a little bit about yourself, general location, how often you're going to upload videos, some sort of short, pertinent information. It just doesn't hurt to have it out here. All right, so Patty Goes Racing. Let's jump back to the About page. Look at your description. I raise pure breed chickens and ducks on an allotment in Devon. I also grow veg too. So pump along on my adventure. I'm based in the southwest of England in Plymouth, Devon. I work full Monday to Friday, filmed using an iPhone, live hatches of the chicks. Okay, very interesting. Now, let me just be a little bit critical here. You have this all in one paragraph. And because it's all in one paragraph, it doesn't present itself well as far as making it an easy read. I think you could enhance some of your statements here. For example, and what I'm trying to do is to give you a couple ideas here. I'm not trying to rewrite anything for you, just a couple ideas. You have stated, I raise pure breed chickens and ducks on an allotment in Devon. Well, you could, for example, expand that and say, I raise pure breed chickens and ducks on the size of the ground. And forgive me, I really don't know what maybe allotment means something as far as a size. I don't know. But is it the equivalent of an acre, a half acre, quarter acre? And I think it's nice that you put down the general area location here. I also grow veg too. Well, you could say I grow my vegetables in raised bed gardens or in-ground gardening, or however you garden. You could put that in there. So pop along on my adventure. I am based in the southwest of England in Plymouth, Devon. You could add to that and put something like a growing zone. What's your growing zone? So people have an idea. And I work full Monday to Friday. See, you've kind of touched on a lot of things here, but just kind of expand on them a little bit. Try to make 2 or 3 short paragraphs out of this. No more than 3 lines in a paragraph. No more than 3. Then put in a white space, and then another 1, 2, or 3 lines in a white space, and so on and so forth. Just fill it up a little bit. You have links to Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, and Facebook. So you have 2 Facebook links here. And we'll just go ahead and promote something here for you, see what you got. So this first one, I need to, I guess it wants me to log in. So, For right now, I'm not going to log in because I want to make sure that everything is not logged in on this. But Haynes Poultry. So maybe that's where you get your chicks or something. I don't know. But if you had a little bit better description on your two Facebook things here as to where they're actually going, like my page on Facebook and the breeders page or wherever that we were just at, that could help. Let's go back, see if you have any playlists, and you do. So we'll see if you have descriptions on a couple of these. Just check a couple, and there is no description here. So there is a place you can put a description that describes the playlist. That's very important. Let's look at another one, because sometimes you just overlook one, so we always try to check a couple, and again, there's no description. So I would strongly consider getting descriptions. Now, I want to look at this one too, because it's in a different area. These are all yours, and that's fine. Now there's a caution here that I would like to show people. Contained within this playlist, you have a private video, another private video. So you have a couple private videos. And if you want to have private videos on YouTube, that's all good, well, fine, and what have you. But maybe put those private videos in your own private playlist that is private to everybody, so nobody sees this private video. Take a look at some of your thumbnails. Let me get it set here on the last 18. And again, take a peek here and see what you think. Which one of these 18 pictures catches your eye the most, and why? Which one of these do you look at and say, no, I had no interest? So, a couple things. There's some of these that are a little too dark. So let me get my magnifying glass out here. This one is just a little bit too dark. It's hard to see. This one, it's just not centered very well. It looks like somebody has lost their head. I'm not sure what this is. Now, I may be able to tell by looking at the title, but looking at the thumbnail, is this enough to generate enough interest for me to go any further, or would I just glance over it? This is another one that's a little bit on the dark side. And this, too, is a little bit on the dark side. If you were looking at the camera here, I think this one would be much better. Again, things that draw one's eye to a thumbnail is good facial expressions, zoomed in on a particular object. Just some food for thought here. And since you're in England, maybe you can share with some folks. Oh, it's an egg. I see. You're candling the eggs live. So that's how you do it. So that's okay. Here's how I think, and let me just throw this out here. If you had in bright text letters across the top here, candling, just that one word, I think that would have sealed the deal for me to go, oh, I can tell what that is. I could not tell what without reading the title, I didn't know where you were at. So thank you for putting that in in the chat. I glanced up and saw that. So I see that you're chat with the chicks on the lockdown. So you might share with some of the folks out here, since you're from England, you might share what apparently you guys are involved in some sort of a lockdown there as well, and what precautions you've taken. If are you guys allowed to be out for necessary items, or are you allowed to send out for things? Have all your stores shut down? Are people still going to work? Because it's kind of interesting. I mean, this is a time like no other in our lifetimes. And you being from a different country, I'm sure a lot of folks in here are curious. So let me jump back to your homepage.
3 weeks lockdown in England.
Okay. All right. So you have made some changes on your front page, and you have added a container, a default YouTube container called Popular Uploads. And if you come here very often, you will know this is not one of my favorite containers, Popular Uploads. But that's me. I would prefer to see you specialize in your particular content. Now, I know Popular Uploads is your content, so don't misconstrue that. But here's the problem that I have with this in particular. The Popular Uploads, this very first one, I'm going to glance down. I'm going to say, 93,000 views. That's 93,000 views. That's pretty good. But look what else it says here. It says, you did this 12 years ago. So it's been out there for 12 years. And so I glance on over, and this one says 24,000. Well, that's a good number of views 5 years ago. 23,000 5 years ago. 20,000 12 years. So this is the reason that I don't like the Popular Uploads. Your uploads, that's the default container. Past live streams, there's nothing wrong with having a live stream container if that's part of your regular show, and it looks like you do this on a regular basis. I'm not sure what okay, and let's talk about this for just a moment. Here is a playlist that you have called videos, but here is and you may not even be aware of this, here is a video from another channel that you have prominently displayed on your front page. So why? I don't think this is a prudent thing to do. You've then put everything into your lumped in containers, what I'm going to call it, by created playlists. I think you'd be better served to continue with individual playlists. You can change the order. If you add descriptions, those descriptions show up under here, and it gives the people browsing your channel a lot more information. So Patty Goes Racing, if you have any questions on anything we talked about, please send us an email. More than happy to chat with you further on the back end, and thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much. All right. Now, we have already spun the wheel for We're Internet Friends. Are they in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. We're Internet Friends. All right, we're Internet Friends. 51 subscribers, 131 videos. And let's go. Let's go take a look at We're Internet Friends channel. A group of internet friends, new videos almost daily. There is a trailer over here that's 51 seconds long. And let's, I don't know what this channel is about. So this is a group of internet friends, new videos almost daily. Let's go to the About page and see if we can learn more about this channel. Description reads as follows. This is a collab channel of internet friends. Monday, Cassie. Tuesday, Danny. Wednesday, Brian. Thursday, Daniel. Friday, Brandon. Saturday, Cohen. Sunday, Artem. Okay. I am guessing that what this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looking to see if there's other names over here on the right. I'm guessing the Kaz OSX is Kazi, and I don't know who the video gamer might be, but it appears to me that this is a group of folks. A little bit of a strange way to do this, but I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. It's a group of folks that have created a channel that they all have the ability to log on to this channel, where they upload something that they have done, supposedly, I'm going to assume, on a weekly basis, based upon what I see here. There is no mailing address. There's no way to get a hold of these folks. There's no good way to get a hold of any of these folks. To me, that's an absolute essential item. If you're gonna be a creator, if you're gonna be a YouTube creator, and you're gonna put yourself out there, you have to make yourself accessible in some fashion. And the email address is the primary way to do that. You have links to Twitter. I'm not sure what this is, but we're going to take a peek here. Vidly. So this is apparently some other video hosting platform. Instagram. Let's see what this is. This almost looks like a Facebook, but it's not. VK.com. I don't know what it is. So the biggest problem I see here is lack of a way to get a hold of you. See if you have any playlists, and you do. And it looks like you had divided everybody. Everybody has their own playlist. That's what it looks like here. So I guess I'm a little curious. Whoever is in the chat with this channel, maybe there's 7 of you. I don't know. What is the difference here? If you would just care to share, here's Kazi's videos, and then, well, I see so many more names here than the 7. You have 12 names here, but let's just open a couple at random. It's not what I wanted. don't want to play them. I just want to see if you have descriptions. Cassie is Monday, and this is where Cassie's videos will go. So you have a description there. Okay, ex-member. So this is obviously somebody that maybe no longer participates, although it says it was last updated this year. So, interesting concept on this. Let's go look at the videos in general. I will say your banner is full of bright colors. It looks like it's all going to show on a cell phone.
The banner, according to Nathan, the banner's all kinds of cut off. So not necessarily.
Okay.
No, and Sean says it doesn't fit on a mobile.
Does not fit on mobile. So apparently a little bit of the W does not fit, and probably the S on Friends, maybe. So your banner is not properly displayed on a handheld device, so it needs to be shrunk down a little bit more here in the center. All right. So we're now looking at the past 18 uploads. And I guess I don't even really know where to go with this. I mean, it's like there's 7 people we're trying to review here. And
Can't really do it.
Yeah. But I will say it's an interesting concept. Obviously, somebody is in charge of this particular channel. Somebody is somehow. I don't know how you do it. I guess I don't know enough about it. I can say that some of the thumbnails are, I'm going to say good, and some are not so good. And again, just to point them out very quickly, I think this is a good thumbnail. Good thumbnail. This is good. This one's good, even though it was done with a cell phone and held the wrong way. This one's just too dark. It could have been good, but it's too dark. This one is too busy. You can't really tell what's going on here. So, just a few examples. Go back to the home page. You have the trailer. You've taken the time to put the uploads in a vertical format. You have the popular uploads in here in a you heard me from the last one. I'm not a fan of this. This is a generic YouTube, here you go, catch-all. Especially when you've got 7 creators. You have 7 solid creators. You should do all those, I'm going to say, probably in the order of the week. Either start with Sunday or Monday and then just go on down and list them in that fashion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you got 7. All right. So there you go. We're internet friends. Thank you for being here. And let's
Make sure you refresh that so everybody is on there.
Okay. Yeah. This says that it is.
Yeah.
All right. Itty Bitty Homestead. Itty Bitty Homestead has 296 subscribers. I have 24 videos. And let's go check them out. Okay. Bright, colorful banner on top here. Got your name up there. It's all color matched, color coordinated, big enough to read. And so nice job with that. There is no trailer. There's no trailer here. Trailer 30 seconds to 3 minutes. Quick video, a little bit about you, a teaser video. A little bit about yourself, about your channel, what people's going to see here. So let's go to the description and see if that tells us. Welcome. My channel is all about one woman's journey to self-sufficiency, starting with my cabin. My cabin is called the Kentuckian. It is a 14 by 40 Amish-built cabin. I am finishing the inside by myself. That means electrical, plumbing, drywall, and flooring. I have no prior construction or building skills, so this should be entertaining. I want to live as self-sustainable as I can by raising chickens, growing my own food, starting a cut-your-own-flower business. I will also share with you DIY cabin decor projects and many baking recipes that have become family favorites throughout the years. Oh, and we can't forget Bella, our Australian Shepherd puppy. She really should have her own channel. As a subscriber to my channel, you can look forward to videos every Monday. I sincerely hope you will join me as I leave the rat race and fulfill my dream of living a simple life. Okay, quick note here. This one is 4 lines. This one is 4 lines. And you've given a lot of great information here. Go one more step and add a little bit more and spread this out a little bit. Try to keep it to 3 lines or less before you have a space between them. So, my cabin is called Kentuckian. It's a 14 by 40 Amish-built cabin. My suggestion at this point, right behind here, would be that was delivered to my property in, at least tell the state you're in. Because nobody has any idea. We don't know if you're in Anchorage, Alaska, or Miami, Florida. I love the concept, what you're doing here. You've definitely perked interest. Just expand on it a little bit and go with that. Email addresses here. I don't see any other social media sites. So if you did have some here, they could also be displayed on your banner up top. Playlists, you have a few. And so let's just open up a couple here at random, see if you have descriptions. No description. And I would remove this video from this playlist because it's not yours. The only time you want to have other channels' videos in your playlist is if you've done a collaboration with that channel where you've both worked on a common item, project, subject, where you have shared something to build each other. Cabin build, again, no description. So just take a few minutes and you have the same thing here. You have another video here that's not yours. if you do want to collect videos that are not yours, create a playlist. Put those videos in that playlist and make that playlist private. That way you can see them. They'll always be there at your, that you can just click very quickly and get to them. Always find them. But, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but in the case where you start putting other people's content into your playlists, you don't know when they might change something. I mean, they can go in and let's use kind of an extreme example. At any time, you can go in and change your thumbnail on a video. You can change the title on a video. You can do different things to a video at any time without hurting. But let's go to the extreme on this. You have content from somebody else's channel that you have no control over. You have a video on your playlist, and they decided for whatever reason, maybe they were quarantined too long in their cabin, and they went a little bit on the nut side, and they decided they're going to rename that video something that doesn't fit with your beliefs, whatever that could be. Well, you have no control over that. You don't even know that they did it, and yet it's prominently displayed on your channel in your playlist. So it's just best you do not have. All right, let's jump at your videos, take a peek at some of your thumbnails, see what you got going here. All right, we'll get the last 18 of them pictured up here. Okay. Now, I want you to keep something in mind. It's always easy. It's easier for me to go in and fault things than to always say the good things about all the good things I do see. So here's very quickly the lettering on this is hard to read. It's all here, but it's all the way side to side, and it just does not stand out well. This does better because it's bigger and great facial expression. To me, this is a much better thumbnail. If you were zoomed in a little bit closer on your puppy dog here, that would be great. But now let's go over to this one. The picture itself is too dark. I mean, I can already tell, and I have an interest here now because I've taken the time to go in and look closer. So I'm sure this is your puppy dog. What did you do now? And then look what my dog did. All right, let's talk about this for just a minute. The text you put across here. The lower right-hand corner of your thumbnails belongs to YouTube. It will always be covered up by the timestamp. So anything you put there will be hidden or either partially obscured or totally hidden. There's nothing wrong with putting verbiage on a thumbnail, provided that it enhances the content contained within. So, if the verbiage does not, just for example, on this video, obviously this is taking a closer look at your dog. Obviously caused some sort of problem, did something wrong, I don't know, maybe tore up a pillow or whatever it might be. But if you had on the thumbnail sunny Miami Beach, that does not reflect anything within the video. So that's a total no. If you have on this thumbnail, what did you do? And then the title, look what my dog did. That's almost pretty much the same thing. Not quite, But a lot of people do make it exactly the same. And that too is not necessary. It's not good. One good thing you could do here, number one, you have to lighten up that picture. That picture's got to get a little better so you can see better what's happening here. But if you just were, for example, and I'm just trying to share an idea here. If you just typed in 3 letters with an exclamation point saying, hey, and then left the title the same, the hey would tend to grab attention, especially if it was in kind of a little bit of a comical or big letters at an angle. That would draw attention. Depending upon your picture, with the cute puppy dog, look what my dog did. That would just enhance people to go view that. Again, another close-up shot, that's good. Close-up shot, that's good. This one's a little tough. I'm not sure what you're reflecting here in the video. The verbiage on this one kind of blends in. Verbiage on this one pretty well blends in. This is another one that's hidden behind that timestamp. Hidden behind the timestamp. So, overall, you've got some very positive things, but it's easy for me to show you some things that stick out that are not quite so good. All right, let's go look at your home page here. Need to get yourself a trailer video, and that should be 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length. Tells a little bit about you, your channel, what people can expect to see there, something light, comical, or just somewhat outlandish. Just something. Think of the next new movie coming out where you've seen an advertisement on television or something. They give you this little short clip that they try to build excitement to go see more. And that's what you're trying to do. So there's a lot of things you can do to add on your uploads page here. So Itty Bitty Homestead, thank you so much for being here. I hope we helped you in some...
Narrowway Farms is asking a question.
He believes that the words in the thumbnails shouldn't always... Absolutely.
What's the sense of happening?
Yeah, if the word on your thumbnail is the same thing as the title, it's not added to the content. If the wording is the same, typically if you want to add text on a thumbnail, it should enhance it, and you can enhance it by drawing attention to it. So something exclamation point, very short and to the point type verbiage. Then you define it. You further define that content in the title of the video. And of course, things we've mentioned this before. Things you can always do to alter this, to alter your channel and change things up. You can change your thumbnails at any time. You can change them every single day if you want to. So you can change your thumbnails. You can change your titles. You can change your description on the thumbnail. It can change every single day for however many videos you have uploaded, if you want to do that. Itty Bitty Homestead, you are so welcome, and I want to thank you very much for being here. So, hopefully, Narrowway Farm, I hope that was the answer you wanted to hear. Maybe not, but that's how we look at it here. Let's go grab us another channel. Oh, Brandon Jackson Vlogs. Brandon, you were picked. Brandon Jackson Vlogs. 86 subscribers, got 52 videos out there. And he has a trailer video here that's 56 seconds in length. Jump back to the About page. And we just did this channel last week. So we can kind of just zoom through this. The description reads as follows. Hello there. My name is Brandon Jackson. This is my autistic life. I've been making content on YouTube since 2007. I recently had achieved 1,000+ subscribers and over 500,000 views, but due to difficulty with reading and processing information, I was unable to clearly read the terms on a software update, and it wiped out my channel. I was trying to convert the channel into a business one so I could change my name. However, this meant I ended up losing all my content, hence starting this new channel. So, he's given a description here. The only thing is, the same thing applies no matter what the channel content is. 3 lines. It's just been proven if it's more than 3 lines, it becomes a chore for many people to read. So if you want to have your description read, noticed, and understood, no more than 3 lines at a time. And then white space, and then another 2 or 3 lines, and then white space, another 2 or 3 lines. That could go on for the whole thing, but you've grouped this all together in one big paragraph, and therefore it's one of these things that just kind of carries on. You have 5 different hotspots here. You have a second channel, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook page. We'll jump back into your playlist here, which you have a few. We'll go look at a couple. All right, you have sort of a description here, but Brandon, it's pretty sparse, and I know you can do so much better than that. Let's glance at this one once. Short stories.
He's not responding to this channel right now anymore.
Okay. In his videos, actually, he's not uploaded anything since last week when we looked at this channel. So he's not done any uploads since then. Matter of fact, I don't see any changes. That's not been changed. No new videos. And I don't believe this has been changed at all either. But he has made some changes since the first time he was here, and
he's not responding. So.
Brandon, thank you for being here. All right, let's get the wheel loaded back up here again.
Is Nathan on there?
Yeah, he's on here. Oh, Mama Z. I think we did her last week. You know it's a requirement. If we happen to catch you one week, you have to bring a friend with you the following week. Just saying. Mama Z's Texas Kitchen, 635 subscribers, 115 videos. And she has done some changing. Some very minute changing, but she's done some changing. The banner.
Samson said she was the final channel last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I think this has changed since last week.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because she added another live stream.
Aha. Okay. New videos twice a week. Live chats Monday at 1:30, Wednesday at 6:30, and a live cooking show on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m., all times being Central Standard Time. So, looks like she's becoming the YouTube personality here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check out the About page and see what she has to say. Description reads as follows. Welcome to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Let's cook. I have a live Saturday morning cooking show called What's on the Plate with Mama Z at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we have an interactive chat, cooking demonstration, and fun weekly meal ideas. On Monday afternoons at 1:30 p.m., I host a 30-minute devotional and prayer time. It is a Christian-based, but all are welcome. It is Christian-based, but all are welcome. We have a Wednesday night live chat at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for catching up and updates on our family and channel. I also upload weekly videos on cooking and my container gardening. We live in an apartment just north of Houston, Texas, but working on getting back to our family farm in North Texas. But in the meantime, we are learning the skills we need to be the homesteaders we feel we are being called to be. So come with us on our journey. Welcome to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. She has a post office box here where you can send her snail mail and numerous links, 5 of which, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are displayed on her banner on the top. I know she has playlists. We're gonna open this huge one here. And this is all of my videos. If you would like to help me with them, watch hours. So, folks, here's what she's done. Has she gotten her? Is she monetized yet? You know?
No,
Mom,
you can see how many subscribers she has.
I know I looked, but my memory is not very long.
She's 600 something.
All right, so you're still working on that. So here's what some folks are doing, and there's, as far as I'm concerned, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. She has created a playlist that she puts all her videos in it. And the advantage to this is that if you want to help her get some watch time, you can just go play this playlist where it just goes from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. So I wonder how this works. I don't know. I don't know if the automated feature works going through private videos or not. I don't know how that works. And she may not even know these are here, but she's got a couple private videos in this playlist, and those are private videos. There's another one, or no-nos there's another one in any playlist. Another one, there's a deleted video. So you have some, another private video. You have a little bit of maintenance to do here, Mama Z. All right, let's go grab a different playlist. And she has description here as well. So we make the assumption. She's 2 for 2. We make the assumption she has descriptions on all her playlists. Let's get to her videos. There we go. All right. Mama Z's has incorporated the thought process on her thumbnails that she has kind of watermarked them. Now, a true watermark is something that's kind of hidden off into the background. This is not really hidden in the background. It's prominently out there, but it's still, because of its size, it's not interfering. But if you look at all these, and we'll get the magnifying glass out here, up in the upper left-hand corner, she has got her Texas flag logo type deal on every one of these. And now that you've seen it, now that we have hopefully made this big enough you can determine what it is, you will say, oh, okay, I can easily recognize just from glancing at these thumbnails, this is a Mama Z video. So that's the real plus thing about doing that. Now we had her on. Was it last? Yeah, I think it was last week too. So there's a few of these that the text is too small to read. She has some of these where it's where the timestamp, where YouTube's ownership has preempted her skill set in making the thumbnails, where that timestamp just covers up her information. So, but overall, she does a great job. And on any of these she can go in and fix these. She can just go make a new thumbnail and exchange it out. And she doesn't need me to go in here and show her that, geez, this timestamp is covering this up, and timestamp is covering this up, and it's covering up this, and that, oh, this one's a little tough to read, and she doesn't need for me to tell her that. We've mentioned it to her, and I know Mama Z, when she gets some spare time, she'll just head right over there and touch them up. Video trailer, 39 seconds. Has modified her front page here. The uploads she's made into a vertical stack, and then has gone into her playlists, alternating between horizontal and vertical. Nicely done. Mama Z, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for coming as often as you do all the time. And Mama Z is also a very valued Smudges People member and a moderator on our channel. So, Mama Z, thank you so much. We appreciate everything you do. Let's go grab another one. And we've already done this one. So we'll spin it again. Here we go. No dough. No Dough Acres, 507 subscribers, 69 videos. And I do like their little logo here. We use that as an example.
There's some names missing on the wheel. Go ahead.
All right, somebody said, let me, because it takes just a moment here. Let me look. Yeah, I see where maybe the last few have not gotten in here.
Narrowway Farm. They said theirs wasn't on there.
Oh, Narrowway is on here.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's,
okay.
But,
oh, it's 80 degrees. We're going to Sean's place.
Give me just a moment, folks. What I'm doing is I'm re-hooking up the connection to the wheel from the... See, when you fill out that form takes that information and it puts it into a spreadsheet. And then that spreadsheet then has to be linked to the wheel, and the wheel extracts all the names off the spreadsheet. Well, sometimes they become unlinked. No Dough Acres. No dough, no problem, just grow. Homesteading, gardening, DIY projects, 2 videos weekly, and just throws it right out there. I do have a question. Is this a picture of your bounty as your banner background there? Has a 2-minute trailer video here. And let's jump back to the About page and see what the description says with No Dough Acres. No dough, no problem, just grow. Doing videos at least twice a week on DIY projects, urban homesteading, gardening, cast iron, the keto way of eating and enjoying life. Our homestead, No Dough Acres, was originally founded in Northern California in 1976 by my parents. My wife and I have continued to use that name for our family. We are now in eastern New Mexico. Wherever we go, No Dough Acres goes with us. We just throw it in the trailer in the back and haul it along.
Yep, this picture from last year's bounty.
Great. Growing a small urban garden, trying to save money and feed our family better. We are trying to learn what we can and can't grow here in New Mexico in Zone 7A. We are in search of that perfect we are in search of that perfect piece of property that we can call our own forever. Until then, we make do with what we have. Together with God, family, and friends, nothing is impossible. Please subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss anything. We've only been making videos for less than a year, but we are already looking forward to the future. Thank you for stopping by. Sean and Brittany, No Dough Acres. Email address, I'm sure, is here. And they have links to Facebook, Twitter. They have an Amazon wish list for those of you wanting to buy them Christmas presents. They have a link to Reddit. I'm guessing this is a No Dough Acres website. Instagram. They have a link to Azure Standard, Pinterest, and doTERRA. Well, No Dough Acres, We need to get you hooked up with some my mind just went crazy. Continue on, she says. All right. All right, we're going to just open up a couple playlists here at random because you got a nice selection of them here. And you have a great description. Very nicely done there. Wait a minute. Was that gardening I just looked at? Caught my eye. Shut it too soon. Yeah. In your Gardening 2020, you have a private video. You probably would want to check on that.
Grizz is in the room.
Grizz! And we're going to go glance at this playlist. Since we're just going randomly here. DIY wind chimes. In another great description. Alright. Now for everybody in the room, here are some unique thumbnails. But they're only unique if you haven't seen this before. Okay, he's used a technique here that makes it so that you can pretty well instantly tell a video by No Dough Acres. And I'm going to call it a two-corner method. Since I'm looking at it and I get to describe it and name it, we're going to call it a two-corner method. Where he has, he's not put a complete border, but has instituted a two-corner border of various colors. Looks like primarily yellow and red. Maybe only yellow and red. And it makes them instant. You can instantly tell then that it's a no-dough video. Now my quick comment is on some of these, I think they're a little bit busy. There's too much verbiage on the thumbnail, even though, and let me just state that the verbiage is well done. Good contrast, outline letters. It's all well done.
This is red for normal, yellow for live streams, and orange for giveaways.
Okay. So what is the striped? Yellow and black. See, I think this is a little bit busy. That's just an opinion. I know this is a live stream, so you're using. It appears you're using the same background for your live streams and simply changing the date. That's the impression that I'm getting here real quickly. I'm sure that's what's going on. Okay. Yeah, like it. I like it a lot. Like what I see here. Let's go back to your home page. No Dough Acres most recent. All right, before I said anything at all, I just kind of wanted to scroll down through here. I guess I'm trying to understand why you would create this playlist of most recent. Because that's simply your uploads, is it not? 2 for Tuesday, Spring Garden 2020, New Mexico shutdown. Tuesday.
No standard upload folder.
Okay, and it does not include your live streams. That's the difference. Okay. Yeah. It's a different way to display it. Obviously, it's going to take more work on your part because it looks to me like. Let me hit the show more. Well, here you included a live stream here, but you didn't the last time here. So, and again, just kind of looking at and try to figure out where you're going with all this. And you have past live streams, the 2 for Tuesday series. So share with the folks in the chat here what your 2 for Tuesday series is. Quick tips and tricks and tools for those using a cell phone, smartphone to do all your recording. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything here in Nodo. Let me ask you. Is all of your stuff done on a cell phone? You missed one. Okay. That's part of the problem. When you start creating a playlist where you are trying to put all your videos in it, it's easy to do. But is all your content created and edited on a cell phone? Just one of your links in your description. Okay. And obviously you've done some live streams. So since would you be interested in joining me on a Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time some week for an hour and talk about editing videos on a cell phone? Because yours truly, that would be me. I don't edit videos on a cell phone. These are made for calling people. And yeah, you can take videos on them, but I don't edit on it. My eyes need something bigger. So yeah, if you would be interested in doing that, please send me an email. We'll get together on that and see what you think. All right. Nice job on the channel, and I think you're doing great work. Keep it up. And let's go grab another channel. All right, Old Redding Farm. Oh, no, wait a minute.
Oh, no, it was up one.
Doing redneck things with Tony. Yeah,
you spoke too soon.
I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne Larson is the name of the channel. Let's go find him. That's a long channel name. That is a long channel name. DOIN, so it's doing red neck things with Tony and Leann. 154 subscribers, 127 videos. Okay, before I go any further, I mentioned when we first started tonight some of the things that we look at here. One of those things is your channel name. I want to make it abundantly aware to you that if you found yourself in a situation where you were having this conversation once all the stay-at-home orders are released and what have you, and perhaps you met some other YouTubers at some function, you went to some picnic or something, and you said, hey, yeah, check out my channel, and it's called Doing Redneck Things with Tony and Leann Larson, and they're going to go, yeah, okay, maybe I can remember that. And then it gets even stranger because instead of doing, it's doing. And Tony and Leann, I think you see where I'm going here. It's a very, very long channel name. And spelling verbiage is not necessarily, it's easy to see what it is. I'm just saying, if you need to have business cards to pass out because people are not going to be able to remember this to type in. Doing Redneck Things with Tony and Leann Larson. Let's go check this out. 154 subscribers. And I can see you're building something. Okay. I like the thumbnail. It shows you got a project going on here. The only problem with it is there's no verbiage on it. And this is your billboard to the world right here. So I would certainly consider adding something onto this. There is also no channel trailer, which will be playing right here. So a channel trailer is typically 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length. It plays whatever somebody comes to your homepage and that is not subscribed to you, automatically plays right here. I purposely go through these being not signed in so that you can see right away that if you have this or not. So let's go look at your About page, read your description, and find out a little bit about your channel. Description reads as follows. Welcome to our channel. We live in... Boy, I'm going to screw this up. Paul Rump, Nevada. We're just having fun doing redneck life things together. We hunt, fish, shoot guns, and do silly things. We live in a 35-foot fifth wheel, completely off the grid. We do projects for the off-grid upkeep. We are building a redneck toy hauler on a flatbed trailer we bought. It's been a fun project for us. We've been doing things and building things that sometimes we must do our own engineering on. We've had some interesting problems come up. Had 6 dogs, and you've named them, and a cat named Splat. Is Chris still here? Mm-hmm. Chris, these folks have a cat named Splat. Thank you for visiting our channel. We post as much as we can. Sometimes takes a couple days because of editing and slow internet, but we try to do one every day. God bless, guys and gals. Tony and Leann Larson. Post Office Box 113. All right. I like what you've written here. Could you make it a little bit easier read? Yeah. But let's talk about some more important things. You have not put your email address in here. So, as a creator or as another creator going, oh, okay, off grid. Well, I wonder maybe they'd be interested in collaborating on some sort of off-grid project, or something about fifth wheels, or something about building a toy hauler, or something about RVing of some sort. Because obviously, it seems obvious to me anyway, you do a little bit of that if you're talking toy haulers and you have a fifth wheel camper. Nowhere have you indicated here how much property you have. Nowhere have you indicated here if you are gardening or if you have any livestock. You just mentioned 6 dogs. I mean, you do say that you just say you hunt and fish. Anyway, I'm just saying some different things you can add here. So you want to get your email address in here. If you have other social media platforms you're involved with, those can be linked at the bottom here as well. Have you created a playlist? Well, there are 2 created playlists here. The problem is I don't know that either one of these is yours. The guitar lessons, let's look here real quick. No. So none of these are your videos. I can understand if you want this to be a playlist for you, just go in and make this playlist private, and that way it's your playlist. You can continue to add to it. It's available to you at any time, but people like me are not going to be sent off your channel by looking here. Is this one the same way? I'm guessing it maybe is, although there's only one video in it. But that too is not you. So I would make these playlists private. Create your own playlist out of your own videos. If you don't know how to do that, we do talk about things like this on Tuesday nights. If you have a specific item you'd like to talk about, let me know ahead of time in an email, and we'll make that the topic of the show for a Tuesday night. Looking at your thumbnails here, we'll get to past 18 of them on the screen. All in all, I think you have some real good thumbnails. Always the plus part is good facial expressions. Close up. The closer up, the better. I mean, if you could have zoomed in a little bit more on this, and I see that you're showing the toy hauler you're building here. But that would have made that one, I think, a little bit more prominent, a little better. This one, I'm just not with you on this one. I don't think this, in my opinion, this is not a very good thumbnail. This one is a little bit on the dark side. Now, I don't know where you're getting some of these pictures, but a lot of these pictures, and if this is your intent, this is fine. But a lot of these pictures are not in a 16:9 format. In other words, they have a black top and bottom bar. Not all of them, but there are a number of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 out of these 18, so a full third of these have this black and typically that just means that the image that you created or picture you used to make the thumbnail was in a different format. So a quick editing program would fix that right up for you. Let's go back to your homepage. Your homepage is, I'm going to use the term here, it's bone stock. So here's what you can do. First thing, you create yourself a couple playlists of your stuff, of your videos. You can go in and look at your videos and pick a topic. If you want to talk about, if you want to create one maybe on gardening, because I see here's a garden. You've got enough content here. You can certainly create some playlists, and you might want to alter some of your titles, but that's easy to do. You can do that at any time. But then create these playlists and put some of those playlists on your homepage here in the front. And I'm sure that if you watch through here, you'll see us talk about that time and time again, where you can customize this front page to suit you, to make it yours, make it uniquely yours, and to make it interesting enough that people have a nice platform to choose from of your content to go look at. So, doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne Larson, thank you so much for being here today. I hope maybe we helped you in some little way. And with that, as we're done with your phone and download with my phone, I kind of guess that might be the case. Is all of your content done with the phone? If that's the case, if all of your content is done with a phone, I am not the one to tell you how you can modify that, because I do not edit on a phone. But maybe No Dough Acres could help you. Just saying. He does all his stuff on a phone. Maybe Haywire Homestead does all theirs on a phone. I'm thinking Haywire Homestead does all of hers on a phone. A very popular YouTuber that gives instruction on using phones is D. Nimmons. D. Nimmons is a big phone person. All right, let's go ahead and get to spinning here. Okay, Patty Goes Racing. We have already done this one today. I hear birds outside the window here. All right. Brett and Cindy's TN Living, and I'm sure that stands for Tennessee. Brett and Cindy's Tennessee Living, 382 subscribers, 299 videos. They have a Farmall tractor as a logo here. If this is the fireplace in your living room, I'd like to see more of your living room. Nice banner. Easy to read the text on this banner. Make sure it's coming out, yeah. But I don't see a trailer video, so that's something you can do. You can create a trailer video, 30 seconds to 3 minutes in length. This tells a little quick teaser about you and what people can expect to see on your channel. Description reads as follows. We are a Middle Tennessee family that is trying to live for the Lord and live a simpler life. We live in a small town on less than 2 acres. We do not have a TV or satellite. Over half our home is powered by solar power. We have a solar-powered clothes dryer, and we still use a clothesline. We grow a lot of our own food. We also have fruit trees, vines, and bushes. Well, I suppose if you have the right vines, you can make your wines. We always try to grow abundance so we can share with our church, our family, and our neighbors. We're interested in being self-sufficient and always looking for better ways to do things. We are here to share our experiences in a simpler living with other like-minded people and to learn from them too. And then you have a link down here at the bottom that is going to take you to, is it a website or is it? No, it's a Facebook. Okay. Quick recommend. All right. Well, had I thought a little bit quicker, I'm running a little slow here today. If I'd have looked on your banner, I would have seen right away that it was Facebook. But looking down here at the bottom of this page, this link area here, I'm very pleased that you put down as much of a description as you did for people to look at. But had you included the word Facebook down here, it would make people a little bit more comfortable to click on it. Let's see what you have in the way of playlists, if any. Oh, you got a couple. So let's just open a couple up and see if you remember to put descriptions on them. Some short videos on our journey to 100% solar. 100% solar powered. So you have a short description. Let's go to your Garden 2020. And again, nice. At this point, 2 for 2, we're going to make the assumption you have descriptions on all of your videos. Take a peek at your thumbnails. The last 18 of them up here. And we can just take a moment and look at these 18 pictures. And which one of these pictures does your eye fall on to say, I want to see more? So then you go down and look at the title and then make that decision. Do I want to go watch this video or not? Here's a couple of problem things. This text on this one, doing a little spring planting, is too small. You just can't tell. I mean, I can see it's a raised bed, but I could not tell the text without getting the magnifying glass out here. This one, it's that time again. You can see that, so that's cool. But the overall picture is a little bit on the dark side. This is a good one. You could zoom in a little closer here. I don't know. I mean, I can see it's a garden. I can see things are coming up. Okay, I kind of see where you're going with this. This garlic box, raised bed number 2. Again, you've used a little bit down here in this lower right-hand corner. That belongs to YouTube. This is another one where YouTube has taken over, where you had some sort of, well, let's shout out your channel. Well, it's not all there. Here's one you guys, just zoom in a little bit closer. You guys can sit a little closer together. Again, you can use your own judgment. Let's go ahead and go back to your home page here. So you have utilized the catch-all container called Created Playlists. You are so much further ahead to delete this Created Playlist container, pick out, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of your playlists that has a nice description on them, individualize them, and put them on here. Because that description stands out. You fill up the page better. Here, it just lumps everything together. If I want to see your created playlist, I can just click over here and see created playlists. So this is a catch-all that YouTube has thrown out there, but you can do better than their catch-all. Okay, Brett and Cindy's Tennessee Living. You got any questions of anything we talked about? Please let us know. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go spin the wheel again. We're moving right along here. About time, isn't it? All right. Oh, we've already done Mama Z.
Well, she hasn't won for 3 weeks. I wonder if she's still in here.
Homestead Dreaming, are you here?
Kara. She's been busy out doing her gardens.
Homestead Dreaming, are you here? We used to pick her every week, but it's been a couple weeks now. Homestead Dreaming. Almost 2,200 subscribers, 170 videos. Are you here? Homestead Dreaming. What do you think? Go spin the wheel?
She's probably out planting in her garden.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Go ahead and spin again. If she shows up, we can do her as the last one.
All right, everybody move to the edge of your seats.
Yeah, she's still on the list, Brenda.
All right. Homestead Humor, are you here?
You know who that is. That's Johnny.
Homestead Humor.
Johnny is here. Well, yeah.
All right. Homestead Humor. Folks, this is a channel that has had a lot of work put into it. So let's go take a peek at this.
Yep, she's here.
Homestead Humor. All right. So, okay, your banner I think could use a little bit of work, but I know somebody there that can do this. So, let me first just talk a little bit about the channel here. There's no videos here. These are drawn out. What do they call that? It's almost like flip card type things, or this is all done by hand, drawing out one picture, then slightly changing it to the next picture, Like
the flip books.
Flip books. Yeah. That's the word I was looking for. And so there's a lot of time. As you can see, there's not
animations. Thank you, Nathan.
Yes. There's not there's no long, lengthy videos here. These are all done with animations. And I'm just going to open one up here. Why aren't you working?
She does them all in Paint and Power Director.
I'm not sure what the deal is with this one. It's not playing for me. Let's try this one. All right. So we're just going to leave this play through so you all get an idea. I mean, she has drawn all of these.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for smudges.
So just a tremendous amount of work. To be real blunt, I don't see this ever becoming a 1 million subscriber channel. However, there's 1 million smiles of work put into this.
You never know.
That's true.
You could all some of the other ones.
That's true. Johnny, I think you need to get your husband to work on your banner up here a little bit. So let's look at the About page and see what it has to say. Hello and welcome to my channel.
She's working on templates for her channel first.
Oh, okay. Welcome to my channel. My name is Johnny, and some already know, but I am Mrs. Sampson, also with Sampson Farms. These are some short animated clips that I have made for a variety of channels and for fun. I hope you enjoy this labor of love as much as I enjoy making them. I got started on this crazy journey making a clip for my husband's channel and some friends. I hope to keep making many more for even more friends that come our way. I draw and compile these images in Microsoft Paint, and I'm currently using Windows Movie Maker to animate them like old flip cartoons. Thanks for taking the time to check out my version of Homestead Humor, and email address is here. I am guessing at this point you have no playlists. You just have a few videos. It takes some time to make these without question. But we certainly encourage and enjoy your efforts at doing this, Johnny. I, for one, know how long it takes to do that. Folks, I don't know where the subscriber count was at when we first got here, but it's at 135. And everybody in here should jump on and help support Johnny and her efforts here. It's something very, very unique.
Yeah, she likes wine coolers.
All right. So, Johnny, thank you so much for jumping in here today. And I'm glad we had the opportunity to pull your channel up. And I hope that that the next time that we do this, we will we'll see two or three more of your little flip animated videos. So, nicely done. Where are we at? We done? All right. So, folks, I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. Been a lot of fun. Hope everybody stays safe. I think most everybody is being asked to shelter in place. Don't go out unless you have to, and then do that and get back home as quickly as you can. Because every time you go out, well, then that resets that clock, so to speak. So if you need to be isolated for 14 days, if you go out, well, that just restarts it. So, everybody, thank you for being here. We love seeing you all here every Thursday night. Please join us on our Monday Night Live, where next week we are going to have Chickenlandia. Welcome to Chickenlandia. It's going to be our guest next Monday night. And then on Tuesday, we always have some more technical stuff. A lot of it derives from what we do here on Thursday. Thanks, everyone. Wishing you the best. Take care. Bye-bye.